All right. Well, did anybody know that Marvel's Eyes of Wakanda was coming out? Neither did I. I totally missed the fact that it came out. Now, if you know about this TV show, it's very similar in art style to Predator Badlands. It's got that strange, kind of video game like, you know, uh, strange art style, that jerky kind of back and forth. It just, to me, it doesn't look very good. And in many ways, this is the type of thing that a lot of people would not associate this with the Marvel franchise, but unsurprisingly, they actually made this as the first chronological Marvel TV show. So when you go to the complete timeline of that, it puts Eyes of Wakanda now in front of Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 2. Oh, what a crime that you have to go through that. It's like when you go through Disney and you have to sift through all the Disney Star Wars stuff to get to like the prequels and stuff. So nobody knew this movie was or this TV show was coming out. Nobody heard it. It's like they didn't even market it. It's almost as if it didn't even exist in the first place. Now, there's no denying that the original Black Panther was a great, adaptation. Chadwick Boseman was a massive, amazing actor. He he literally was an amazing actor. But this Wakanda thing is just so overplayed, and it's like this thing that they're trying to now make, and it's like going back into history, and like now the history of the world has to do with Wakanda, and it's very weird, isn't it? It's really, really, really a strange adaptation side of the Marvel TV series. The fact that they just kind of made this like a thing. So yeah, I mean, there's some really weird things with this that I'm seeing in the marketing. Number one, it just wasn't marketed at all. It was almost as if this didn't even wasn't even coming out. Everybody forgot about it. It's grossed 347,000 views, only 6.2k likes, 116 comments. It seems like the hype is just absolute zero for this. People are saying, is this good? Hard to say because it ain't out yet. The, it's strange that there's so little interaction with this type of thing. And, you know, it's seeming like they just kind of, Marvel didn't even want to acknowledge that it was even a thing. Um, and there's you will never meet a more sterilized Marvel TV series. Jake Ogensville. Man, Marvel really trying to beat their own record of least watched show in existence. They did the same thing with Ironheart. It's like Ironheart just was like a thing that they're like, here you go, Ironheart. Like, there you go. Hey, there you go. It's strange. And yeah, I mean, the animation, this person, right, son of Krypton 84, he's so right. Is that like it is that animation style in Predator's Badlands is awful. Like it just there was an Arcane TV show that a lot of people liked that it's strange. It's that art style I just really don't like, and it's like they keep using it. Um, His Predator Badlands, yeah, I hated that. I saw Iron Fist recast T'Challa. Yeah, and like Chadwick Boseman, freaking awesome guy, man. What a tragedy that we lost him. He was a brilliant actor. He's just brilliant, this man. And he was so good, but he put on such a performance and he made Black Panther so cool that and he was such a awesome actor and character in it that they kind of think that now Black Panther is this great thing that they just have to always come out with when it's just not the great. Chadwick Boseman made Black Panther. He was the face of that, and it's so sad that he was lost because he was just utterly and completely like the he was the face of Wakanda and Black Panther, and by them just trying to make all these other characters and make this thing a thing, it's just not working. Ass of a project, complete ass of a series. Bring back the king. You should know. Take notes from DC. Write good black characters, and you can tell that people still really love T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman. Oh my god. God. What the hell even is that comment? Oh lord, another DEI special gendered swapping Iron Fist. Yawn. I'm guessing it'll be another flop. That's the thing is that they don't really care about these things being flops. They don't at all care about these things being but Angry Joe Show put out a review. I haven't watched it, but judging from his comments, they weren't too kind from it. But you can tell what people think about it. I had no idea this was the thing. Nobody knew this was coming out. Like I follow all the majors, the Ryan Kinnels, the this, the that. There's like just nobody even like the Nerdrotics, and it's just like this didn't exist. Like what? They pressed AI button to create a new Disney film. Well, it could be. I would not put it past them. They could make it for 20 grand and make them millions off revenue or whatever they get. The more Disney keeps adding to the Wakanda's lore and backstory, the more justified reactivating make. Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous. So now when you go to the MCU timeline, Eyes of Wakanda is before Captain America, the original amazing film. And just the way they keep trying to make it a part of the MCU is weird. Uh, of course, it's crap. Just look at it. Yeah, I mean, you gotta hand it to Angry Joe. He's very non-political, except when he goes on Twitter and goes all crazy and political. But he's trying to see things from a non-political lens. But he does sterilize his reviewing sometimes, just as the other Joe 5, Alex 4, Angry Joe 6. So like they're trying not to be offensive by saying that, and Alex is just like doesn't give a fuck, gives it a 4. Yeah, see, saw zero zero. They wanted to pretend it didn't exist, is what I thought. It seems like these kinds of things they're just like they're just like drama. Whatever happens happens. Let's just release it. They where they get the money from these projects, who knows? But they probably siphon it from other departments. Um, and real life, we was Wakanda's need to reinvent the wheel. Natural concepts, stagnation, not interested. Like Joe really dislikes Wakanda, and these are some strange things too. The way it's been here, I'll just bring this up. The way it's been kind of marketed is it really seems like it's just totally been sterilized and sanitized. Eyes of Wakanda. Um, okay, so let's look at this.
Wakanda.
Okay, so this is the trailer. So the trailer's got 1.2 million views day one, only 2,000 comments. Huh, that's a little weird. Only 47K likes. Very predictable. But when you look through these top comments, it's all, again, like I said, Chadwick Boseman, massively beloved person. As you go through all this, it's like it's almost like they're deleting comments and they're showing, and I wouldn't put it past them. Marvel Entertainment, big player, slipping YouTube a few chings. Let's make the comments, but 2,000 comments on a 1.2 million thing is insane. So little people had an opinion of this that only, like, what is that, like 0.002 or something? I don't know the math offhand, but something ridiculously small amount of people just bothered to even say, looks great, can't wait, awesome work, click enter. And not all of these comments are positive either. There's a whole bunch of them, and I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Disney bots, Marvel Disney bots. Like, let's look at some of these. 8 days ago, Derek Dalek, 14 subscribers. 19 years ago, like, do they Prince of Egypt, Ice, 19 years ago? Weird correlation. Maybe they bought some of these older. I don't know. You don't know. One subscriber joined a year ago. Chemical Man. Fantastic Four first steps. Look at, see, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. They you see those videos like Chinese bot farm, and there's all these freaking like phones, and they're clicking all these buttons. I'm telling you, man, that some of these accounts are for sure bots, like for sure. And Disney's got an office somewhere, and they just press a button, and it's like, sends out like what, $25 to one of these bot farms. Then they just like click on all these comments, and some of them obviously are legitimate, just people randomly putting in their opinion. But yeah, I don't know. You don't know really, because I think that they're able to hide these bot farms in so well with these comments that we just don't know. We don't know some of these, no subscribers, only one comment joined 3 years ago. So we don't know what happened on YouTube. There's billions of fucking YouTube channels out there. But what I'm saying is that there is an insane lack of attention for this TV series. Nobody knew it existed. It just kind of came out, and here it is. It's like, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why is Marvel animating characters with Mola Dari? It obviously looks disgusting. LeBron James. What is that account? 24 subscribers, one comment this channel. Gonna be trash like everything else Disney Marvel. Meh. And that's just like the collective opinion on this show is this like, crap, crap, crap. Looks terrible, worse than Wakanda Forever. Main character is female, obviously. Um, Still will fall to the British Empire. Oh God, that comment. Oh my God, Dustin, what have you done? Where the those accents? Those accents are terrible. I mean, they all are. They all are. Like, let's look at the cast of this. Like, this is not a cast made for, modern. This is made tailor made for the modern audience. That can't be. What is that? That can't be what I think it is. That can't be natural. Is that natural? Is that Vegeto or whatever? Strange. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but yeah, I mean, this is Modern Audience, the TV series. I swear, is that woman on from Seinfeld? I've seen that actress before. I swear, some from Seinfeld or something. But yeah, anyways, we got Eyes of Wakanda. You know, people are gonna be doing all the same things. You know, it's woke and this and that, and it's all woke. But like, this isn't even a woke issue. This is just a TV series that just came out, and nobody knew it even existed. And it's like, why even make something so uniconic and use that dreadful art style? And now and then they're trying to like rewrite the storyline of the MCU world, and it's like, really, what is this all about? That's what I feel, as if a lot of the first Black Panther movie and Avengers Endgame, like, that all worked. But now you're getting into space aliens and ancient technologies, and it's like, we built Wakanda 12,000 years ago, and it's like, come on, why is that necessary? Chadwick Boseman was a legend, and he'll forever be immortalized as Black Panther, and that is just where you got to leave it. Yeah, just leave it there. Like, don't get into this, like, they were actually space aliens that came from that, and then like you got this lady with the hair, and it's like, come on, you know wokeness is like wokeness isn't even the issue here. The issue isn't wokeness. Like, they made a movie and it was like Black Panther, the first Avenger or something, and it's like, that that wouldn't even be an issue with wokeness. That the issue is that they're just trying to make something that feels completely different than the source, the universe that it is. Whatever comics, whatever anything, generally accepted that Black Panther and Wakanda were like this little tiny part of Endgame and the Marvel universe, and it's like, they're getting into, like, this is like Assassin's Creed. It's like we got Assassin's Creed Wakanda now. So, like I said, like, wokeness isn't even the issue. It's just trying to make something that is purposefully provocative, and they're living off the legend and memory of Chadwick Boseman. And it's just like, man, just let him go. Like, let him go. Um, let Chadwick Boseman rest. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna bring Chadwick Boseman back to life with Wakanda Eyes of Wakanda Marvel animation. And by the look of things, they so God, God, that comment, so fault of British Empire. Why is LeBron James in Wakanda? No way LeBron James is in that. He's not in this, is he? Well, like I said, like, they did nothing to market this film. This thing. It just is there. It almost feels like this was already out. Like, didn't they already? Wasn't this already? Like, didn't they make this like a couple of years ago or something? I don't know. Oh man, LeBron James is not in this. I don't know why he keeps coming up in the comments for Eyes of Wakanda. But like I said, like, there's some weird things going on here. Number one, the mere fact that it feels like Eyes of Wakanda was already a thing, and it's like came out like a couple years ago or years ago. The fact that they have, oops, The fact that the like you have 1.2 million people. Do you know how many people that is? And you only 222,000 people comment. They're deleting comments. There's very little hype. There are people who will watch anything Marvel that comes out new. They just follow it like the plague. And what I'm saying is that there's like there this is just let Chadwick Boseman go, man. Like he was an amazing actor. He did his part. Wakanda was a thing of the MCU at one point, but they're trying to make this into some like Star Wars, Star Wars Wakanda or something, and it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And whenever Disney gets their like like this many people who are subscribed, this many watch hours or whatever, like that's not gonna matter. They don't make these things for to break records. They make them because there's agencies within Marvel that say that this needs to be done. And like I said, it's not even a wokeness issue. It's just a it's this. So one day it's going to be Eyes of Wakanda. So when you go to the Marvel MCU timeline, it's not going to go Captain Marvel, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, blah, 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 all the ones we loved. It's going to be like Eyes of Wakanda, Ironheart, New Beginnings, like like this other thing. It's just gonna be like a bunch of crap. You're gonna have to go through if you wanted to go through the whole MCU timeline. There'll be like the 10 movies that are really awesome, and then there'll be like 67 other movies. They're just absolute drivel that you have to like be a part of the whole thing. It's like you go from here to fucking there. It's like it doesn't matter. It's like just make like the good movies and the bad movies, because that's a lot of what superhero movies in Star Wars is now. And I recently did Star Wars kicks this summer and played a lot of the great games and watched a lot of the good stuff. There's some okay Disney Star Wars stuff. Like there is okay to think that Mandalorian is okay. And I watched a little bit of it, and maybe there's some of those ones like Rogue One and Andor's that it's a good universe, and even when they make dumb stuff in it's okay and it works. But when I have to sift through fucking Acolyte and this and that to get to the prequels, and if I wanted to watch all the movies of Lord of the Rings, I'm watching Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3, Hobbit 1, 2, 3, and like none of fucking Rings of Power. You know what? So like, don't even make these things a part of these universes because they're just stupid. Nobody wants them. So yeah, that's my thing with Eyes of Wakanda. It's just let Chadwick Boseman go, man. Like, the dude has his legacy. This is doing nothing but harm it. So yeah, that's my view. Peace.